no secret that it's crazy expensive to buy a home in Seattle right now.
It is, and it's not just King County that's seeing rising prices, but other surrounding counties as well. So here with a real estate forecast for the coming year is Realtor Brooke Davis. Welcome back to the show. Hello, woo! So let's see, for 2018, Seattle and likely King County will appreciate at roughly double the increase of the national average.
Yes. We are a popular place to live. Nationally, they're predicting about 3.5% to 6%. I think here we'll see 7 to 12%. Probably double digits again within the cities, and maybe a little bit lower in some other areas.
I actually live in Snohomish County, and so I'm curious, not just King County, what about some of the other surrounding counties?
Yep. They will continue to see an increase. The suburbs are becoming more popular as home prices are higher in the core city where we have a lot of the jobs. I think more people are looking to make that commute because, quite frankly, the prices per square foot are a little bit more affordable. You know, you need a certain number of bedrooms. Well, if you can't find that.
You have to have some space.
Yeah,
Tell
you
us
have
about
to have
this
space.
chart. What does this mean?
So this chart actually shows the median price of the combined residential and condominium sales within the 4 different counties. So you can see they all had double-digit appreciation. That's King County, Snohomish County, Pierce County, and Kitsap County. Pretty incredible. So
before we move on, I got to ask the question, how is that even sustainable? We had double-digit increase over the year. Is that sustainable over the next upcoming years?
Years, maybe not, but I think we will, like we just talked about, still see some more increase in this next year, double digits in some areas. Quite frankly, we just have that demand. There are more people looking to purchase than we have homes available for sale.
So this is the thing that I'm interested in. We all saw the housing bust before, but that had to do with funky mortgages and kind of a not real demand. This is a real demand. So buyers are having to come in, no contingencies. Seattle is approaching $1 million as an average home buying price. And I think about what young couples are supposed to do, how they get into the market.
Good question. And, you know, we don't have the highest price market in the country right now, but I like to say I think we have the fiercest market. And you just brought up a good point, Margaret. Buyers have to take on a little more risk than they do in other areas, and they have to waive contingencies in order to get their foot in the door.
And explain what that means if somebody doesn't know.
Right. So waiving a contingency, typically a contract would be contingent on maybe a home inspection and on your financing and on a title contingency. So in this market, you need to be prepared to write an offer without those typical contingencies in the offer.
Is that kind of dangerous though?
It can be. And so instead, we're looking to take care of those contingencies prior to writing the offer. So we're still doing that same homework, okay, but we just have to do it before we go into contract, before we've negotiated the price.
Now, when you look at the way the home markets are rising in Seattle, the home buyers, the issues that they're facing, it's usually kind of yin and yang with the rental market. So what is the rental market looking like in this area right now?
You know, that's a great question. So the rental market has seen huge increases over the last 5 years, and we have great news for renters right now because rents have actually come down in all of those areas.
That's good.
We have extra units for rent, and we're seeing larger apartment buildings start to even offer some incentives.
That's excellent news, especially for people who have to sell their house so that they don't have any contingencies and live somewhere while they try to buy another house. So are there external forces? I know there's foreign money that comes in and gets invested and parked here. What are some of the external forces that affect what's going on?
Well, that's a great question because I'm kind of predicting now that some of the external forces that may affect other markets in the country will not have that same impact on us, like the changes in our taxes, the new Amazon headquarters, interest rates rising. These are things that may slow appreciation nationally, but because our demand is still so high here, I don't see in the next year it really slowing our market in the Puget Sound area.
Glad we have a house.
Man,
right?
I'm so fortunate
together,
now. Yes.
but we each have one. So the suburbs you think are going to grow a little bit. And if we're looking for a bargain, let's say you're trying to either downsize or you're upsizing or you're just changing, but you want to get a decent deal because selling your house is fun and then buying one is not so fun.
We make it fun.
Where should we be looking and what should we be thinking about?
Okay. Good question. So public transportation is the first thing to think about. that's going to be one of the biggest deals in increasing prices, right? If you are located in an area close to light rail or close to buses, close to any type of transportation, you really are going to see more demand in the future. Some other things to pay attention to is where can you get space? You know, do you like the schools? Do you have enough bedrooms? You know, just the typical things that you would look for in a house.
Right.
Most of the communities are really growing and changing throughout our entire region.
Oh, it's scary. It's scary to me.
is.
But thank you for giving us a little bit of a clue. We'll be prepared. And if you're thinking of moving to Seattle,
Good luck.
It can be done.
It's
It
possible,
doesn't
right?
have to be scary.
yes, it can. Go see Brooke.
It happens.
So Terry,
Hey, listen, I'm going to give you guys all a take on my Southern classic dish, shrimp and grits. Back right after this, guys.